Welcome to the Fraction Memory Game. In this app, the task of the students will be to identify what part of the shape is colored. The answer will always be a half, a third, or a fourth. The shapes may require the students to use fraction reduction, and many shapes will require the students to use their imagination. So a lot of the shapes are a good basis for a class discussion. The app starts in practice mode with the red shapes. Here, the task is simply to click the right fraction. So this is half, third, and again a third, a fourth, and so on. Let's move on to the next level, the blue shapes. As we move down with the colors, the shapes become more and more tricky. Here, it's useful to imagine another line over here, and then we can see that this colored part is one of 4 equal parts of the whole shape. Let's see some more blue shapes. Okay, again, same idea, a division here. One way to solve this problem is to actually erase in their imagination these 2 lines. Then we can see the third. Here, we can imagine each blue heart filling a white hole. And then, of course, we have the answer, half. Here's the same idea where we get a fourth. Let's move on to some green shapes. Here again, it's best to add a line, so we have a fourth. The question can invoke fraction reduction, so 2 out of 6 is equivalent to a third, but another student could erase lines in his or her imagination, so erasing this one and this one, which also gives a third. So this class discussion could give the students a better understanding of the meaning of fraction reduction. Let's click the answer. Now, if we make a mistake by clicking here, we simply get the notice, please try again. Let's move on to the purple shapes. Here again, we can add a line in our imagination to get a fourth. Here, we can transfer this triangle in our imagination here, so we have a third, a fourth, 2 out of 8, which is a fourth, a half here, and so on. After we have concluded this stage in the class, we can move to game mode. In this game, we play a memory game with the cards. Let's choose a color. In class, we can change the name of the teams. So we could have this team be the Lions, for example. And let's have this team just stay Marty. And Marty starts the game. A student from the Marty team will click one card and another one. This card is a half, this is a fourth, so they're not a pair. Let's continue. Now it's the Lions' turn. Let's say they click here. And if they remember, this is also a half. So these 2 halves are considered a pair. Let's click Continue. They get a positive feedback. And continue. And the Lions have another turn. Let's try here. A half. And let's say a half. And no, it's a quarter. So now it's the turn of the Marty team. Let's continue. And if they remember, this is a quarter, and this one is as well, and they continue to get the feedback, and 2 points, and another turn. We can also play the game with 2 colors. So let's click the blue as well. Now we have red and blue cards. 2 cards will be considered a match if they represent both the same fraction and have the same color. So let's try. Half, which is blue, and a third, which is blue. So it's the same color, but not the same fraction. Let's try again. This time it's the Lions' turn. So let's try this one, a red half. And this won't work with the blue half because it's not the same color. Let's try one more time. Marty's turn. Let's try this. Quarter blue, but we didn't have that before. So this didn't work out. But never mind, you get the idea. If 2 colors are already marked and we click a third color, we simply get the game with this color. Just remember that the red shapes are the easiest and the purple shapes the hardest. So the trickiest game possible is to have both the green and the purple. In class, you can use show card numbers, so a student can say which card you want to turn over without walking up to the board. Also remember that if the student gives a wrong answer or even a correct answer, it's worthwhile to ask how the student reached the answer. Another student may have gotten to the same answer in a different way, and this may lead to a productive class discussion. So, we hope you and the students enjoy this game in class. Thank you for watching.